Thank you for joining us today. My name is Juliana, and I'm the owner of the Evolution Store here in New York. And this is my son Dexter.
Hi, and I'm pretty sure you know that.
Well, some people might be tuning in for the first time. You never know. Well, anyway, today I wanted to do a little bit of a spotlight episode to show you in depth some of the cool new pieces that we got in the last week or two. And specifically today, what are we going to talk about?
Fossil fish.
Fossil fish. Fossil fish are really great if you're starting a fossil collection. Everybody has to have a fossil fish. They're very cool, very classic. And so
if you don't have a fossil fish, then nobody's gonna blame you.
Well, you can come up here and pick one. And otherwise, but we have a whole kind of range of fossil sea creatures, mostly fish, but also some other things. We have like shrimp, we have a stingray that I'm gonna show them in a minute. But today I wanted to talk more specifically about fossil fish. So let me turn it over here. Up here you can see we have a bit of a collection. So fossil fish typically come in these sort of light tan, what are called matrices, the matrix of the fossil. That's the stone surrounding the fossil. And so this material is very common, usually in this color palette. And so I'm just going to do a quick little peek up here. We have a fossil stingray surrounded with a few fish, which is very cool. You can see all the little details in the fossil. And then we have kind of double pairs of fossil fish. This is a very common species, Nidea, and sometimes they come in pairs, which is cute. Look, those two are cuddling, and those two are kissing. Very cute. And then we have some larger fish back there. But that's not even the coolest part that I want to show them today.
Oh wait, hold on. It's not an episode of Evolution, so it's a mini episode.
Mini episode with my mini helper.
Just to clarify.
Yeah. So let me close this up. And then I want to show everybody. Can you show them the little fossil fish and what those look like?
Little fossil fish?
Yeah. The little ones. These over here.
Oh yeah, these.
Yeah, can you grab one?
Tiny fossil fish.
Yeah. So these are called the species of these.
I feel like they smell a little bit.
Maybe they do. I don't know. These are called Nidea, and you can see the detail is really amazing. Can you see? You can see all the little
fins and flippers
yeah, the
and
fins.
the eye.
You can you can
oh,
see
yeah,
the
and
eye.
Also, and this fish is apparently fat.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a belly. That's that shape. And this this stone is very interesting. It's very unique. It's from the Green River Formation, which is in Wyoming and Colorado and Utah, that area. So there used to be a big lake in that area. And it has since obviously no longer a lake. Now it's just a canyon. But before it used to be a big lake, and that's why there's so many fish there. But now it's dry land. That happens sometimes.
Oh yeah, and also I think this seashell thing is cool.
Oh yeah, we got some other really cool fossils down here.
But that's for another video.
Yeah, so those are ammonites. So we could talk about those some other time. We have very special ammonites too. But over here I can show you, like I said, these are some fossil shrimp, right? So these are in the same kind of material. They're not from the same place, but they're in the same kind of matrix. And then we even have a fossil salamander, which is very, very special. That's okay.
This thing doesn't hold up.
I know it doesn't. That's fine. But anyway, so let's show them the big piece.
I want to get a close up on one of them.
You want to get the little one?
The super tiny shrimp. You gotta get a close up.
Super tiny shrimp.
And they feel very obviously rocky, but they feel very kind of, I guess, they make my fingers dry.
Yeah, it's a very dry stone. It's called, I believe it's called slate, this type of stone, which is because it's a very soft stone. It chips very easily.
And is it just me, or does it make your fingers go a little
It's kind of chalky, right?
Yeah,
It feels chalky.
Yeah, and chalk also does it.
Yeah, it feels kind of like a piece of chalk. And so this stone is interesting because it has, you can't see it, you'd really have to use a microscope, but it has all these little layers to it on the inside of the stone, and that's how they can tell how old something is, by how many layers of stone is.
Wait. I feel like I can see the lines.
Yeah, there's little tiny lines. If you look really closely, you can see it.
Yeah,
Very
it's good.
cool.
It's good. Super.
It's hard to see on the camera.
Okay.
But yeah, it's in there. So those are cool.
Oh yeah, and then I don't think they realized if you point it here, it's like in this kind of shimmers.
Yeah, it's got a very cool texture. So why don't you put that back? There you go. Good. Very good. I'll close that later. Don't worry.
Okay.
And so one of the bigger pieces I wanted to talk about today is this guy. That is one of a really big fossil. That's a big boy fossil that we just got in a week or two ago. And
I never noticed that.
yeah, it's brand new.
And maybe I never noticed that because I'm always up in the stairs. And
Yeah, you hang out upstairs a lot. But anyway, so we just got this guy put up, and he's in a beautiful wooden frame. So this comes in a wooden frame, and it has this very cool stone.
That does not look like. This looks like a fishy. The head, and then the fins, and then the body.
It does kind of look like a fish.
It's not a fish. It's a shell.
So,
and that's also for another video.
So this fish, the big one, as you can see, there's one big fish and 4 little fish all around it. The big fish is called Diplomystus, and so this fish was a big predator fish.
Well, that explains, because it's a big boy moblin.
Yeah.
Wait. I think it's a black moblin.
Maybe, I don't know.
As in, it's dark.
Yes. And
if
so
nobody
they
knows
would.
what I'm talking about, then it's a video game thing.
It's okay. And so, so these Diplomystus fish would eat these other Nidea fish. And what's interesting is that you often find a lot of the Nidea fish all together. And
wait, so is he just gonna like, hello buffet?
Yeah. Yeah, he was probably getting ready to get a snack. But the so the Nidea fish, the smaller ones, they would.
Something that eats them, or else it would just be an infinite amount of them.
I'm sure they had their own predators too. But the Nidea fish, they swam in schools, so they would be all together all the time.
So then it'd be like, okay, everybody, just eat whatever you want to eat.
So you find a lot of them all together, and
well then, where's his fish buddy? Is it an inch away? Because that does not look like an inch away.
Well, I don't know where the other Diplomystus fish are, but the Nidea fish are the smaller ones, and those you often find in groups.
So maybe they're like, okay, everybody spread out, because then he's not going to focus on us.
Yeah, maybe they were trying to confuse him.
But then they're literally doing the opposite.
Yeah, but one reason why they find a lot of these fish all together, also, all having died at the same time, is because there were parts of the lake, apparently, that they were swimming in that had water that didn't have enough oxygen in it. And so sometimes it was like really muddy or dirty or something like that.
I thought all water only had 1% oxygen.
Well, I don't know exactly what the percentage is. H2O, right?
Maybe the fish need 1% oxygen, but the mud made it 1.5 or a half.
Right,
so
not enough. So it was out of balance. And so that's why they think a lot of these...
So then they go like swim.
Yeah, so that's what they think happened to a lot of these fish. They swam into a pocket of water that didn't have enough oxygen in it, and they suffocated. And so that's why there's a lot of fish that died altogether. And so I just want to show everybody, so we have this really big, beautiful piece, but we have an even bigger piece, right? It's over this way.
Over this way, over that way.
So this is a really large fossil fish plate. You can see, Dex, can you stand next to it? Be careful because that pole is hot, so don't touch it.
I can see.
But yeah, you can see
Mommy's
how big it is.
Mommy's backing away.
I'm just trying to get a shot. You can see how big it is compared to you. It's at least twice your height. And it also comes with this beautiful wooden frame. And it has a really, really big Diplomystus fish.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's the same species.
This looks very realistic, but it doesn't feel very real.
It is real. It's real. It's real stone.
Well, then why does it feel like that painting?
Well, it's beautiful. It's nature's painting, right? So this is a really big Diplomystus fish as well. You can see the so much detail on this particular fish, right? You can see like every single rib bone. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? All the way up. And then we have the Nidea fish. Those are the more common ones, right? These guys here. And then, as a bonus, you also get this fish down here. Do you see that one? This one here. This is a different species too. That one is called...
all those ribs feel like spiked,
yeah, it feels spiky, right?
Right here is really spiky. Right here is a little softer though.
Right.
Probably because I'm not used to touching things. I'm not used to touching a Nintendo Switch and a pencil, and a computer and a few other things.
So this one is called, I think it's Diplomystus, maybe, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And this fish, they know was a loner. So they almost never find this fish next to other fish of the same species.
They're like, okay, another one of me? Swim away.
Yeah, they were loners. But the Nidea fish, like I said before, they always swam in packs. So that's why you get a lot of them all together in the same area.
Well, technically, this is like 5 inches away, so like...
Yeah, it's
technically
more than that, but yeah. But they're all sort of in the same general area. But yeah, anyway.
There's in-state region.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get back over here so I can get a big wide shot.
Oh, there's also something I wanted to...
What?
I wanted to show them something over here.
So I just want to get a wide shot so you can see how big this piece really is. So it goes all the way, almost from the floor. It's a few inches off the floor, and it goes all the way up to maybe, I don't know, 7 feet high off the ground, something like that. It's a really big, beautiful piece.
Okay.
Was there one last thing you wanted to show everybody before we go?
Which is totally not related.
Okay.
But this.
Oh, yeah, you noticed that the other day. You like that, right? It's a biology for kids set.
I don't think it's educational. No, it's not something you are going to learn it in school, but it's a lot funner than school, I'm pretty sure.
So this is about what? Can you read it?
Corn. What?
Germination.
Germination?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was learning about the different stages of how corn grows.
It
right?
goes
From a kernel.
Which I've seen oh, you can't take these out?
Yeah, leave it in.
Okay. Kernel, bigger kernel with the sprout, kernel with the sprout and a root, kernel with a sprout and a root, but the root is bigger, and then a big kernel
with a leaf.
With the leaf.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
No, but what about the corn?
Well, corn comes later, I guess. It shows you the different stages when the corn is just starting to grow. So we have lots of educational things for kids, lots of things to keep kids busy. Right, Dex? All right.
And then that's, yeah.
Well, we're going to sign off for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions about our fossil fish, drop us a line. We would love to talk to you about them. And we will see you next time, right? Bye.
Maybe the next episode is going to be about this.
Maybe.
Probably, maybe.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.